I am Tammy Kocher.
And Tammy, how long have you been a patient at Oak Brook Smiles?
I recently just confirmed 10 years. It is my anniversary.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me about your 10 years.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about the evolution of where we started, and I was referred from my naturopath at the time because I wanted my mercury fillings taken out safely.
Okay.
That was my first foray into coming in here. And then from there, you did the whole, I was very impressed. It honestly felt like I was the first time I went to the dentist, even though I diligently went every 6 months. Why? Because the technology immediately impressed me. What kind of technology you had to see things more quickly and catch things that I didn't even know were happening. But also immediately when I came into the front desk, how can we help you smile today? And then what kind of music do you want to listen to? Do you want a neck pillow? I was like, am I at the spa or am I at the dentist? In the best possible way, because a lot of dentists, you get fearful of, okay, I don't know if I have a problem and the environment is kind of stale. But this immediately I felt comfortable and the energy and everyone was engaging. And then you add the technology to it. So we just kept evolving from my first visit, from getting my fillings to doing a complete diagnostic, seeing what was going on. And I've always had dry mouth, you know this, since I was a baby. And I've just thought, well, this is what I have to do. And I got Sjogren's test and autoimmune test, negative, all that was fine. But what I love about our relationship is that I can come to you and say, hey, I'm looking at this oil pulling type of product. What would you think of that? Or I'm looking at this night guard cleaner. Is this just marketing fluff or is it actually real? So I think one of the biggest strengths of this place is that you care about the people and you're an excellent practitioner. So I feel safe to bring up questions. I feel like you come up with ideas for products for dry mouth, for example, and give them to me, and I'm able to collaborate and say, hey, this is what I'm working on, what do you think? And that just doesn't happen in the normal world. And I'm not just saying this, is that I look forward to coming into my dentist appointment.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell us about cocfloss.
Oh my gosh, cocfloss.
Because you are
yes.
the originator for Oak Brook Smiles. You are the
I'm the cocfloss ambassador.
Yes.
So what happened was, another aspect is I have 4 crowns, not just the one on my head. Just kidding. I have 4 crowns that I've always had. And when I came to you, another aspect of improvement that you had was, hey, these crowns, the gums were a bit eroding on several of them because nickel, whatever was used, it wasn't agreeing with my body. So we redid the crowns and they were fit perfectly. They feel like my normal teeth. But during that process, even though you have a better fitting crown, you still have some things you have to work around, and my floss just was not getting it done, regular floss. So I did some investigating. cocfloss came in. I believe in coconut oil for antimicrobial, antibacterial, and I came to you and said, I'm using this product, but is it marketing fluff or is it real? I thought it was great, and it's thicker, right? It's just more productive flossing. And then you said, Tammy, it's legit. And then now you carry it in the office. So that was a proud moment, just because I want to help other people. Because how good is the information that we keep to ourselves if we can't share it?
That's awesome. And
yeah.
a lot of our patients use cocfloss because of you now.
That's awesome. If I could help other people along the way and learn, I think that's the best. But we all need that connection, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me a bit about why you care so much about your teeth in relationship to the rest of your health.
Yes, you and I have this in common. So when I came to you, I said, I'm a businesswoman, executive, but I'm a health enthusiast in every aspect. And I know what I eat, how I live my life with habits, all of that matters. And I know for sure that teeth health matters. I know that it connects to your brain and issues with Alzheimer's and other things. And I have to keep my executive function very high. And also with your heart, right? Tooth decay, gum decay, it's not just in our mouth, it's the conduit to all the major organs that make us who we are. And I'm very diligent about it because I know if that starts going, you start to develop other major health issues. So to me, and in addition, I do like to smile. And so I want my smile to look good, but I also know that it's also the conduit to the other pieces of my health. And then you guys embrace that. I mean, I embrace a holistic lifestyle. So you guys paying some close attention with the technology mixed with the products that you suggest and the consultative approach that you have with me has been That's why I keep coming back.
Any things that you would tell a patient that might be nervous about going to the dentist or talking about with the dentist that you would want them to know about?
Yes, I will say I was nervous at my first appointment because I had quite a few pockets, quite a lot of bleeding, and I thought, oh, look at this roadmap, like this is not good. And I was a little bit fearful of seeing where I was, but I can tell you, if you can just take it in and say, this is my starting point, and it's only going to get better, to where the last 8 years have been fantastic, and each year keeps getting better for me. But I would say too, as I come every 3 months with my dry mouth, to keep on top of things, which was your suggestion, which I think is fantastic. Then they can catch things more quickly. But I think fearful is where we only feel like it's a one-sided relationship. To me, I did have a fearful dental experience before I came here, which was, hey, you have this cavity, we're gonna do this filling. There was no conversation about what we're eating. Is there other habits we could change? What else are you doing outside your life? What kind of stress is happening in your life? Whereas you look at the whole person, and that alone makes you feel less stressed about the possible outcome, because you never make your patients feel alone. To me, and we have to feel like we're not the only one, even if it's something we really have to work on, bleeding, or I have, TMJ, or get a mouth guard. You don't make you feel like, oh, well, that's on you and I'm over here. Like, we're in the boat together. And I think that's what sets you apart.
Tell me a little bit about why you needed a night guard.
Oh yes, well, I clench my teeth at night. So I like to keep it together during the day, but my brain knows what's going on when I sleep, and it just starts clenching. But I had a specific night guard, which was more of a general night guard, which I think most dentists use. But we went through, I think it was 3 different types of night guards that you described to me, saying, hey, it's your choice, but I've never had a top and bottom mouth guard until I came here. And it absolutely helped my jaw feel more relaxed, my headaches went away, my TMJ stabilized. So just knowing that there was options other than here's your standard, so I embraced the top and bottom one, and I use it. I cannot sleep without it. Like, I love it that much. So that's why I got it, because I'm a clencher and I want to protect my teeth, because I've seen what it can do when people don't do it. It grinds them down, and I'm very particular about my smile, so I need to protect it.
Tell me about you outside of the dental chair.
So I played D1 basketball at Illinois State and got a full scholarship there, and then I was a business major. And then I went into insurance, and throughout my insurance career, over 20 years, I now specialize in the last 18 in cybersecurity. And I'm a leader in that space, and there's not a lot of women in that. And I'm also very into philanthropy, so raising money for kids with cancer. And I'm a passionate auntie of 8, so I pour a lot of love and attention into my nuggets, as I like to call them. So that's truly me. I mean, work, family, faith, friends, fitness.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, it's the people, the technology, the community, and the fact that we have a consultative relationship that not everybody has that. I mean, I want patients to know that I feel safe when I bring up concerns. If I have questions, I don't feel at all nervous about bringing them up. And even if you have news that might not be the greatest, it's like, hey, that's where we are today. Let's work toward that. It's never been that. And I can honestly say for the first, 40 years of my life, I didn't always have that relationship with my dentist. It was, you gotta go to the dentist. You have to go to the dentist. Like, here we go. And I would get racing hearts and, just that anticipation. I've always had dry mouth, and no one's ever spent the time about how we could try to improve it. So things that we think and patients might feel like they have to deal with, there's ways that between both of us or anybody, if you have someone willing to walk the road with you, it's amazing what you can have. And my results keep getting better. And that's something, as you get older, if your results are getting better or staying the same, that's a win in my book.
Absolutely.
And I feel very grateful to be a patient, and a friend and absolute champion of this practice.